Yay, well, I'm Kim Campbell.
And I'm Shenea Stiletto.
And we are two circus people who hello, everybody. Thanks for coming to the group. We recently did a workshop for the American Circus Alliance, and we wanted to kind of like recap that here and talk to you all a little bit about it. Do you remember the name of it, Shenea?
Yes, it was social media strategies for artists.
Yep, and we really dug in the workshop, and I just want to tell you a little bit about it and let you know that it is available now. If you are a member of American Circus Alliance, which I believe is just $25 for the whole year and comes with a whole bunch of other perks, you can watch all of the workshop videos. You can either attend live or watch them after in video form. And some of the things we talked about, just a quick recap, because I know we're going to talk about other stuff, was let's see, we talked about having a goal, the importance of having a goal with your account, because, you know, there are different reasons and different goals that can be had. You could want to be an influencer, and there was somebody there who did want to be an influencer, or you could want to get more circus jobs or a million other jobs. Having a plan that kind of meets your goals, and then finding your niche, which we can go into as deep as we want. And then we also covered some best practices. And then we delved into these burning questions that everyone has about about social media circus and how to like cover it, you know, and why to do it. And because a lot of times people find it difficult and time consuming. So we covered all of that. Shenea, is there anything you wanted to add to that?
I thought that was a really beautiful, wonderful overview, Kim. That was great. You know, we really, with this workshop, we really also too wanted to address burnout. We wanted to address the resistance that artists have to being on social media. And obviously offering up these strategies is to help you to stay away from burnout, to keep it interesting for you as an artist, or if you know you run your own company to a certain extent in different forms, because there's so many different ways that you can connect with social media. And we understand as well that this is a very evolving medium. Things are changing rapidly every single day, and it's difficult sometimes to keep up with all of those stressors and these stressors with social media. For example, even us just going live, you know, that's something that you have to figure out how to do. You have to learn how to do it. Just by the way, we did offer this up as a very great strategy for all of those artists out there, or circus workers, to promote their work. It's a very good way to get a live audience and to send out a message very quickly, and to bring people into your space in a real way and to connect. So this is a very viable tool that we're actually trying out right now.
Yeah, and I think one of the coolest things that we did, and this is something we can ask everyone now in the audience, is to think as sort of like an icebreaker question, to type what your goal is for social media and your circus career or your performing arts career. What is your goal with using your social media and combining that with circus? If you put that here, we can maybe comment on that a little bit. But in the meantime, we wanted to talk about, this is something we didn't cover a whole lot in our talk, and that is the resources that we kind of think everyone needs in order to do this. Did you want to start that, Shenea?
Yes, I would love to start with the resources. So we spoke about the standard six platforms for social media to focus on. The first one would be for Facebook. That's more long form video, live video, announcements, expanding your network. The second one would be CircusTalk, which is a fantastic resource for artists. It's circus jobs, it's circus casting, residencies, circus news, circus shows, tours. Instagram, which is good for audience building, image, brand building, short videos, short messages, and for visual presentations. Then there's Twitter to promote shows, tours, short announcements, short videos. TikTok is very visual. It's good for video and audio, storytelling, purpose-driven, entertaining. It's a very entertaining medium. And then there would be LinkedIn, and that's a professional platform for sharing news or announcements and seeking a job or building a brand. And it's very important to know what type of content to put on which platform. And we spoke about during the workshop, that it's best to focus a lot of your attention on the platform that you like the best, about 90%, and then giving about 10% to the other platforms, and then understanding and learning how to repurpose your content so that you can use it in other ways. I do see that we have like a little comment down there, Kim. Do you,
Yeah,
let's
I
see.
can read that. Yeah, and I just
Yeah.
wanted to also quickly, just before I read Marta's comment, to say that Shenea then went into like which social media platforms she focuses on, and it's all of them. So she went against her own advice. But I think Shenea has more energy than most people, so it was okay. But yeah, I love that advice. Like pick one or two to like really hone in on, and that works best for what you're trying to accomplish, that fits your goals. Marta, I think it's Marta Cranmer, said just the fact to have people watching what we do and our work online in social media platform is what makes us grow as performers and artists. I like that. Yeah, I think that's true. I mean, that wasn't always the case, but that's becoming the case more and more. Um, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm getting a message that I have a little feedback. A friend that Eric, who's on, said there's some feedback going on. Sorry, Eric.
We apologize for the feedback. Thank you everyone again for being here and for joining us. Are you there, Kim?
I'm here. Yeah, sorry.
Okay. You're back. Another thing that I wanted to address what Marta said too, which is great, is to remind everyone that in this day and age, in this generation with social media, you have a lot of free advertising at your feet with social media. So that's a really big plus. Even if it seems overwhelming, you have a lot of freedom over your brand building. And to a certain extent, again, you have how many platforms to disperse all of your content on to be able to hit a wide range of audiences for free. Now, is it equal and equitable all the time? No. And we spoke about that in terms of boosting posts, having little budgets to support your social media to be able to stay competitive, or at least to be able to be seen in an easier and in a more amplified way against those that have a lot of followers, and also to, you know, using others with a lot of followers on different platforms to help to boost your content also, which can be super useful. And again, if you want us to boost you today, please let us know in the chat, and we would be more than happy to share your profile in our stories and to boost you for today. And don't forget that this workshop is available on the American Circus Alliance .org website. And again, we would love for you all to become a member so that you can engage with the American Circus Alliance and get access to all these free, amazing workshops, because we're not the only type of workshops. They do all sorts of workshops, and they're happening consistently more and more to help artists out there to gain more strategies, to be effective, and to get help from one another, and then from those in different positions of power and influence actually too.
Yeah, I was thinking about one best practice that you had that was kind of news to me, and that is to kind of make a little budget for yourself, even if you can only afford $5 a month, to have a budget to boost the most important thing that month that's happening for you. And I think that's a really good idea, something I had never considered before. Also, maybe Shenea, when I'm speaking, can you mute yourself? And then when I'm speaking, I'll mute, or when you're speaking, I'll mute me because I hear the feedback happening.
Okay, I don't hear feedback on my side, but I'll totally, I'll mute you. I'll mute myself.
Sorry. And then technology. And then the other thing I wanted to ask you was, what other resources did we have listed, Shenea? And also feel free to share in the comments what your favorite resource is to use to promote your circus performances.
The other resources that we have available are the apps and websites for administration and design. So Preview is a great resource. It's a social media consolidation scheduling app with metrics and hashtags and hashtag suggestions and caption suggestions. There's Fiverr, a low-cost freelance marketplace for hiring short-term project work, meaning you can get others to create your social media posts for you, and you can also hire a social media manager for not that much money to do your posting. So that's a really great one. Linktree, a great resource. It's a social media link consolidation app. So you can basically just have one link and put all of your websites, all of your YouTube links, anything that you want anybody to see, you can put it all in your Linktree and put it in your bio. and attach it to all sorts of things. Buffer is a social media consolidation scheduling app as well. It's great to be able to see the layout of your posts and see how they're going to work together. Monday is a project management and app design platform that also supports social media scheduling. Milanote is a free visual project planning application with plenty of social media templates. And Canva is a free design app for social media content creation. It can really, really help you to create your social media really quickly and in a really easy way. And it's got a lot of tools on there for presenting, for doing workshops, for creating stories, and then having everything in the right format for YouTube, for TikTok. It's really, really great. So we highly suggest that. And yeah, Kim, anything you want to add to that?
I just noticed in the comments that Eric mentioned Upwork, which is also a good platform to find people to do writing or editing for you. And it looks like we've got like 3 minutes left to our time, so we can just talk forever, but I'd like to open it up to our audience here. Does anyone want to mention something about social media and their career, or any questions? Tell us what you're thinking about. It's hard to wait while people type, so we should probably keep talking.
Yes. Does anybody have any level of resistance and things that keep you off of social media, and that make you feel like you shouldn't put your work out there so much? We would love to hear more about that. Is anyone burned out right now on social media? We've had a really long last 2 years. Again, this is why we did the workshop, because we want to help everyone. We know it's been a long 2, almost 3 years with the pandemic continuing to go on. So, you know, this is again another reason to be a part of the ACA, American Circus Alliance, be a part of these workshops, because we really wanted to put these tools out there to help everyone in these times that are still difficult and are still not easy. And we totally feel you. And so if any of these resources can be useful, that is our #1 goal for the workshop.
I was thinking, Shenea, about your recommendations that you did in the workshop for people on how frequently to post based on what your goals are. So for the obvious goal of like, I want to just find more work and build my brand, how frequently would you recommend?
That's a great one, Kim. Thank you so much for bringing that up. If you just want to keep a presence on social media, very, very basic, just for creativity, for experimental reasons, post about once a week. And I think that's totally fine. Just to keep yourself out there, you know, it's very important at this time to have a social media presence, even if it's limited. If you want to be an influencer, or if you want to have a business, you've got to post 3 to 7 days per week. And not even more, not even, you know, just one post a day, because even some people out there that are big social media gurus say that you should be posting like, you know, 4 to 5 pieces of content every single day. And I think even more. I think at least acknowledging and posting once a day, or at least more than 3 times per week, is going to keep you fine-tuned and to help you keep your presence and to help build your brand, and to obviously trick that algorithm into continuously rewarding you, which is what we all need with the level of engagement from our followers and from those that we're seeking to sell products to. If you have goods to follow, goods to sell.
Yeah. And Eric asked this question, how do you filter all the social media noises? I'm not sure what you mean by that, Eric. Shenea, do you understand what Eric means?
By meaning social media noises, what I think you are saying, Eric, is basically just like there's so many people online, and so many, you know, different things that are coming at you at all times, and that is a lot of noise. Hopefully you're not talking about technical noise, because on that aspect we don't know. And me and Kim are consistently trying to figure that out, and there's all sorts of people trying to figure that out. And I see people even that know the best of everything, they still run into a lot of tech issues all the time, and they're definitely huge gurus, so don't worry about that. But the social media noise, I've spoken about turning off your notifications, and also too, I think you should go in and out of not having your apps on your phone and keeping them on your laptop or on your tablet if you have one. If you have access to that, it's very, very useful to not have access to your social media at all times, like coming in your face, always answering messages, always getting notifications, muting it. Kim talks about putting a timer in place so that you time yourself. There's also apps that show you how long you're on social media so that you can stop yourself. There's apps, I think, that will only allow you to be on social media for a certain amount of time. I think that's very, very healthy for our mental health and won't drive you crazy while you're trying to be creative, or while you're trying to be an influencer, or while you're trying to build your brand.
100%. I agree with all that. Well, we've come to the end of our live. I think we've said a lot, and we've shared that we have this lovely video. I think it's about an hour long, and there was maybe like 15 guests, and we had like people asking questions afterwards. That is available on American Circus Alliance for members. Membership is like $25 for the year. It'd be so cool if you are an American circus artist. You might want to join, because there are so many perks outside of just those workshops. And it's a really cool way to like network yourself and get to be involved in the American and building the American circus community, which, as we all know, could use a little more connection. And Shenea, as always, I love hanging out with you and doing anything with you, and I hope we can come up with some other crazy scheme that we can do soon, and let's work on that.
Thank you so much, Kim. You're so amazing and so fantastic. I had an amazing time doing the workshop with you, and I look forward to many, many more. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today on our little mini live. And I hope we both hope that you guys enjoyed our recap of our social media strategies for artists, and that you feel inspired to sign up with the American Circus Alliance and join. We are Circus Workers United. We're stronger together. And we hope that this was helpful. And please feel free to DM us with any more questions. And also, too, if you want to be boosted today or any other day, please feel free to reach out to Kim or I, and we would be very happy to boost your profile and to amplify your page today or any day. So thanks again, everyone, and have a great day, and take care. Until next time.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.